So somebody asked, what do you think of the election, Jer? I think it was bad. I used the word that started with an S, but a friend of mine here on YouTube had his video pulled from the partner program because he said the S word. So anyway, I wasn't at all pleased with it. It had some good points. It had some bad points. I am very concerned about the extreme right wing taking over the House, though it really doesn't make a lot of difference because the Democrats and the extreme right wing seem to be pretty much operating on the same agenda. I guess that's why I'm a libertarian, huh? I think it is very sad that so little respect is given to the president of the country today. Even though I think he totally betrayed our trust, he gained our support and we elected him. He immediately sided with the Republicans. Isn't it funny how the Republicans seem to have already twisted the history so it was all the Democrats that bailed out the stock market and the insurance companies and the banks? I mean, the people that really messed us up, we reward them and give them lots of money. See, I think if Obama was going to give all that money and put our children in debt, it would have made sense for him to give the money to us and let us make our house payments, buy food, helping the businesses and things out. The Republicans are always talking to us about how we have to aid business. But no, they just bypassed us. We didn't matter. Give the money directly to them. You see, the tragedy is, which nobody seems to even look at, is if the government would have given us the money, say the government gave you a check for $100,000, might that not help out your financial situation at home? I mean, wouldn't you have paid off your bank cards? Wouldn't you have paid off your car loan? Wouldn't you have paid your property taxes if you had that kind of money? No, instead, they put us in debt for it, and our children in debt for it, but they gave it directly to those companies. Well, there's no logic there at all. It's insane. And we're supposed to sit back and say, oh, that's fine. I don't think so. I'm worried greatly, though, because the Republicans tend to be only for business, and they tend to somehow think that they have a firmer grasp on what's right for me. That heard one Republican say that old people don't need Social Security. It could be cut by 50% because they all own their homes. They don't have the bills that other people have. Well, that's stupid. I mean, we own our homes, but maybe we have to pay taxes and buy food, and maybe we're trying to get by on Social Security, and maybe we don't have a lot of money coming in. Maybe we only have $700 a month coming in. It's pretty hard to do all that stuff with that little amount of money. It takes almost all your time just figuring out how to pay for things. The Republican Party has always been interested in business, and this was fine when Sally and George owned a clock shop in downtown, and they hired people locally. The big business, and we may talk and hear the Republicans talk about looking out for the little business person. The reality is there aren't many of those little business persons left. They're pretty well gone the way of the farmer. Not many of those left either. When they're talking about us bailing out large companies, we saw that when that hearing went on about BP, and the first guy that talked apologized to British Petroleum. See, if we take away all the regulations from the stock market, what happened that put us in this mess that Obama's slowly working us out of, it's going to happen big time. Because the big businesses, the large corporations that are worldwide, they don't give a damn about you as an individual. They only give a damn about money for them. Now, I'm a stockholder in some of these companies. I'm not making any money. And I know that a lot of people think that that's the only way we can go, but it's not helping us get jobs at home. We had other issues on that ballot here in Washington, the liquor stores. They're owned by the state. Now, the state makes a great deal of money off the liquor stores and operating them. The state gets to set the price on booze, and they get to find the people that buy the highly priced booze as they drive their cars. And they say, well, they're going to kill people, so we can take all their money. It's great. They're making it from both sides. If there was any place that we need private business, I sound like a Republican now, don't I? It's in the liquor business, but the people voted that down. So keep the state in the liquor business. We can provide the guy that's out there on the highway killing the mother and the child with his car while he's drunk. We can supply him with his drug, and then we can fine him. So we make it on both sides because we're in the business in the state of making money. As if an 8 to 10% sales tax every time we spend $1 isn't enough. If they can't make it. Told that the average dollar bill changes hands maybe 10 to 12 times. That means they, in state tax, equal the amount of money that was spent in a matter of 10 changes of transaction when you have sales tax. And they tell me they can't make it with that? Give me a break. That's a lot of money. And something, if you're an economist, you might look at as something that could be very damaging to our economy. In California, we had that issue with the pot growers. You know who fought that issue about legalizing pot in the state of California? It was the pot growers themselves. And a lot of money filtered in, whether you want to believe this or not, from those cartels in Mexico that are taking over our country that we're not defending the country against. Yet the police departments said, free our hands of this. Think of the money it would save us in prison costs if we could forget about marijuana and concentrate on the drugs like meth that are killing our young people, turning them into vicious monsters like something on a movie about vampires. Meth is terrible. We should deal with that. But we don't need to waste our time and our money and our effort and our policemen's time trying to stop marijuana, something we can't stop. A war on drugs. We just too much war. I really don't know what the answers are. I bought a lamp that's supposed to hypnotize the listeners. Yeah, because I can't seem to get subscribers any other way. I thought if they watch the lamp, they'll subscribe. I also bought it. I didn't actually buy it. It was given to me by a friend, an iRobot vacuum cleaner. I thought, boy, that'll give me subscribers. Give me time to read my Kindle. I sit for hours now reading. I think it's so marvelous that while I'm sitting and reading, my amazing UFO vacuum cleaner, that's what Bentley thinks it is. He thinks I don't see that thing leave its dock, cruise around the house, making a roaring sound and sucking up his dog fur. And I'm oblivious to it. Sort of like many people are oblivious as a country like dog hair is being sucked up. Can I say the word sucked up? I believe so. Anyway, not to bring you down, but there are times when the ship is sinking that you have to say, we better get on the life raft and get out of here. And let me tell you, Sarah Palin and Rush Limbaugh, if they're the skipper of the life raft, jump over, and hopefully your handheld GPS will get you to shore and work underwater, if you'll excuse me.